Module 9, Critical Control Points. This unit will explain to you how to determine the critical control points in your operation. And by the end of this unit, you should be able to define critical control point, identify critical control points, state why resources must be concentrated at the critical control points, and explain the difference between a critical control point and a control point. So a critical control point is a step in a process of which control can be applied and is essential to prevent or eliminate a food safety hazard or reduce it to an acceptable level. Identification of CCPs, knowledge of team members, scientific information, trade information using the decision tree, based on risk, severity and existence of control measures. And Codex states that you must minimize the numbers of critical control points. You know, you're only aiming for about 5 to half a dozen. Don't go mad and have about 12 or 15. You will find some of those that you identify are probably control points, not critical control points. It can take a bit of doing to get your head around a critical control point, but once you've done it a few times, it will become second nature. So you can use a simplified decision tree excuse me, to determine if it is a critical control point. So we start off, if I lose control, is it likely that food poisoning, injury or harm will result? First of all, if it's not, it's a control point, which is good hygiene practice. Things like the prerequisite programs, for example. If the answer is yes, will a subsequent step eliminate or reduce the hazard to an acceptable level? If the answer is yes, it's a control point. If the answer is no, it's a critical control point. So if you like, a critical control point in an operation is the last point in your operation where after that point it goes to the consumer, and if you haven't done anything to monitor it at that critical control point, then it could end up poisoning the consumer. So it's the essential last resort, if you like, a critical control point. This is a bit more complicated. I need to mention it to you. It's a critical control point decision tree put together by Codex Alimentarius, but it is very complicated. You're probably best off going with a simplified decision tree. But anyway, let's go through this. Question 1. Do control measures exist? No. Question 1A. Is control necessary at this step for safety? No. It's not a critical control point. Is control necessary at this step for safety? If the answer is yes, modify a step, process or product. Then go back to question 1. Do control measures exist? If the answer is yes, go on to question 2. Is the step specifically designed to eliminate or reduce the likely occurrence of a hazard to an acceptable level? If it is yes, it's a critical control point. If it's no, question 3. Could contamination with identified hazards occur in excess of acceptable levels or increase to unacceptable levels? If the answer is no, it's not a CCP. If the answer is yes, you go on to question 4. Will a subsequent step eliminate or reduce the hazard to an acceptable level? If it's yes, it's not a critical control point. If it's no, it's a critical control point. If it's not a critical control point, proceed to the next step in the process. So you can see it's quite a complicated system using the Codex Alimentarius system. Now the HACCP control chart, again, this is continuing on with the chicken and black pepper. So we've already done the process steps, hazards, controls. So we're now going to look at the critical control point. Is it a critical control point or a control point? It's a control point. Is it delivery a critical control point? No. Frozen storage is not a critical control point. Neither is preparation or thawing. Storage in chilled containers, fridges, not. Cooking is a critical control point. You must cook it to the right temperature. If not, then you could get food poisoning. Cooling is a critical control point. Chilled storage is a critical control point. So those three areas, cooking, cooling and storage, this is where you must have critical control checks, where you must have monitoring. Serving is not a critical control point, neither is the addition of black pepper. So key points for this section, we looked at critical control points, how to identify CCPs, why resources must be concentrated at the CCPs, because obviously it's going to be less cost. If you have too many resources concentrated on control points as well as critical control points, it will be more expensive for the operation. And the difference between a critical control point and control point we looked at. Basically, a critical control point is the final last resort before it goes to the consumer, if you like. A control point is something like a prerequisite program, which is good hygiene practice.